Good evening. Good evening. Emancipate yourself from Christianity slavery. Emancipate yourself from Christianity slavery. Liberate yourself from Christianity bondage. Christianity is a slavery entity. Christianity is a bondage chain bound in those who believe in Christianity. Yes, Christianity is a mental slavery. They are praying with your mind. And Christianity is a bondage. It is there to hold people in bondage from generation to generation. You are in the church, you become born again, you give birth to children. Your children also become slavery into the church. Your children, grandchildren also become slavery into the church, bondage. So it's a bondage chain holding you and your family, feeding the pastors, giving your money, your resources, your properties for the pastors to feed themselves, feed their children and their wives, taking their children to school, better schools, better education. You were born in the church with a pastor's son. You will be going to school with them. You complete your SS. The pastor's son also will complete the SS. You will not have the opportunity to go to a university. The pastor's son will go to university and go and graduate and come back. You are sitting there. You don't have a job. You are sitting in the church. You are giving your money to the pastor to take care of his son. You are sitting there. The pastor's son will come and marry and do a great wedding. After they have finished the wedding, the church will go and rent apartment for them. You are sitting in the church. You can't even get married to. You can't get money to marry a woman or marry a man. You'll be sitting there. When you fornicate, then they demote you. Yeah, boy, saying. Now, Usika, all the money you have given to the church has become waste. The pastor's son that you were born with, now is on the higher grade. You have become a lower grade. You see the pastor's son that you were born with, driving a huge car. You are still walking on the ground. You can't make your mind work for you. When are you continuing to sit in this mental slavery? When are you continuing to sit in this mental slavery, bondage, Christianity bondage? Break that chain, that bondage chain out from yourself. You are sitting there, then they say, oh, pastor's son has gone to abroad to do his or her masters. It is your own money that you have been giving to them, that they gather them, take their children to outside to do their masters. We are sitting in the church, the pastor's son will come, then will come, all of a sudden you begin to drive a huge car. You are still walking on the foot. All your shoe has wind up like I don't know. You are still giving money to them. Can't you come to your senses that you are fooling yourself? You go and stand on the hot sun, mason, carpenter. You go and stand on the hot sun, then they give you 200 cedis, then they say tithe. You take tithe 20 cedis from your 200 cedis. Then somebody who is sitting in the office, a lazy man who doesn't want to work, sitting in the air condition, then you go and give it to that person to eat it free without any returns. Oh, Christianity is a bondage and slavery, mental slavery. Emancipate yourself for Christianity slavery. They are using you to develop. You are using your money. They are using you to take care of their family, their wife, their children. While you are not able to take care of your wife, take care of your children. Some people go to church, give big money to the church. why they can't take care of their wives and their children. Even in this earth, do you think God will allow you to go to heaven? You have given birth. You have married and you are giving birth to children. You can't take care of your wife. You can't take care of your children. But you give big money into the church. You are sick in your mind. All the struggle we are struggling on this, the most important thing is your family, the family that you built. Your wife and your children. The most first important thing is your wife and your children. If your wife and your children are not satisfied, do not give any money to anybody. This is a foolishness. Make sure your children and your wife are okay before you begin to give money to people who are not important. Yes. Your children are not able to go to school, but you go to church, you give huge money to the church. Even your heaven gate has been closed because you are fresh in your mind. Thank you.